Well, hello and welcome to Behind the Black Veil, where we get a more intimate look at the mysteries of our lives. What is really good? Let's pray. We dedicate ourselves and this conversation with the ancestors and the Creator to generating the energy of peace, bringing clear our creative potential and seeing behind what appears to be obstacles. Things clearly as they are. Let's get it popping. It is what it is, people. Is that all? That's all I can say about it. It is what it is. What is it? I don't know. Whatever it is, that's what it is. All right. Hope you've been doing good. Okay, take it or leave it. All right. Hope you've been doing good this week. All right, ancestors, Creator. What are we talking about this week with the children of God? What are we talking about this week? We're talking about this week. Accept the good in your life and know you're a fucking delight. All right. Once you notice the good shit going on in your life, more good shit starts happening. Strategic. Gotcha. Thank you. Roll up on me with the strategy. Okay. Absolutely. It's like a magnet or a dung beetle. Fun fact. Once a dung beetle gets a little nub of poop, he runs around with it and more poop sticks to it and grows and grows. Goodness is like that. Okay. So great. What a great image. All right. So the point is, look at the good shit so it can multiply. Bottom line. Strategically. I mean, brilliant, ancestors. Brilliant. Exactly. All right. I think I'm going to pull a Kali card for the second portion of our program. Because, hey, why not? You know what I'm saying? We have a delightful private space now. So, but that's meaningful, right? Especially for this message to be up in the public space, my free public space, right? Accept the good in your life and know you're a fucking delight. Know that, priesthood. Okay? Know that. You're a fucking delight. Abso-fucking-lutely. So as we think more about the good shit, you already know. All right. Well, they thought that was particularly important to bring up this week. All right. And could you break it down, ancestors? Why is that relevant? Right? That sounds good. Right? That sounds great. What's making it special that you wanted to bring it up this week? Hold on, let me take it to the bridge one more time. Take it to the bridge. All right, fantastic. Listen, I hope you're chilling. That's highly recommended. Also, safety directions are down below. Check those out. Okay, ancestors, why is this relevant this week? What is the particular emphasis on this thing this week? Well, the emphasis on the thing is this. You want to get a favorable outcome, don't you? Okay, yeah, I do. All right, anybody on my floor? Okay, absolutely, I sure do. Well, they say, be still and know that God is God. Okay, all right, I know that's right. Amen to that. Let's pause on that. Because I know I'm just, I'm sprinkling a lot of, sabor, a lot of seasoning on this shit. Let's just make it plain. Hold on now. Be still and know that God is God. Accept the good in your life and know that you're a fucking delight. Give me one on know that you're a fucking delight. That's a little vague, right? We know that we're sweet baby lambs, but what exactly do you mean we're a fucking delight? Of course we're a delight. As opposed to what? What are you talking about? Oh, you know how you can't trust nobody hardly? Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, anybody on my floor? Okay, absolutely. You dig it? Yeah. Well, that whole thing. Or maybe this is isolation. This is strictly for the children of God, okay? Or maybe this is isolation, or maybe this is trust and intimacy. Or maybe this is that nothing is sacred anymore. You know what I mean? We'll talk more about that in the spiritual world news. But, that's the layers I'm picking up on that. All right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that make all the sense in the world. Are you internalizing it? Yeah, because you know, what choice do people have? You know, you go through the world and you have a certain experience over an extended period of time, and eventually you're not in the greatest of moods anymore. Certainly not about that thing or in those areas, right? So maybe we're pointing at that. That's strongly looking like what we're pointing to here. And so as we accept the good in our lives, we're turning away, we're dropping down within ourselves and turning away from the bullshit. Be still and know that God is important because we are speeding in our minds. You know, we're like totally speeding, trying to get things done, trying to meet goals, trying to plug holes, hashtag bars, trying to get it all done, you know, innovate, cooperate with the universe, you know, all kinds of things. And hang on, let me just check the music. All right. Yeah, you know, getting things done in you know, the best way that we can. And so stop here, especially for those things that seem difficult, challenging, or outside the realm of your power. And know that God is God. You don't have to do it all. Okay, you're going to get a favorable outcome by accepting the good in your life and knowing that you're a fucking delight. I get the sensation of knowing that you're worthy, or knowing that you will receive the favorable outcome. You will get a favorable outcome. Okay, so that's okay. So, all right, I get it. I get it. Accept the good in your life. So what's happening is you're in your mind, you know, let's say if, you know, you're looking at a particular goal, thing, whatever, that you're trying to achieve, and you are not sure what the outcome is going to be, legitimately and logically. You don't have the information. You simply don't, right? But here, by accepting the good in your life and knowing that you're a fucking delight, you're like, of course it's going to work out. Of course. Just based on the mathematics, just based on this prior mathematics right here, that I'm a fucking delight. Right, just based on that mathematics right there. And all this good, look at all this evidence. Look at all this evidence that God loves me, right? So of course it's going to work out. Like, it might not be your exact sketch picture, the exact thing that you were landing on, but whatever the events are that follow your attempt to reach your goals is going to land you here because you started there. Are you feeling me? Are you getting me a little bit on there? All right, so let's go into it. What do you mean by that? All right, wrap it up for the people in the public space. All right, well, for the people in the public space and in general for everyone, we want to say this about it. It's real. It's really true. This is indeed how it works. That is how you get the favorable outcome. That's how you do it. So if you don't know what's going to happen, you know, like, oh, I'm going to attempt to do this, what is going to be the response? It's going to be favorable outcome. That's what's going to be the response. Okay, so now it might not sound like a favorable outcome right away or seem like a favorable outcome right away, right? Okay, because let's keep it real. That's why. Okay, that's why. All right, but God is mysterious. How many know? All right, so trust, sacred space, the sanctuary. You feel me? That's what time it is with God. You got to be still. Be still where? Over here. In the sanctuary. Right? You know how like we like to chill back here? That's why you got to get in chill mode. Because that's sanctuary mode. That's why. Yeah. So just the shit could just sink in. You know, or you could just separate out what's not yours. You know, calm, relax. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So same principle with God. Make a space within yourself. Okay, this is interesting because I think they say, if I have this correct, if I remember correctly, I think that they say that Man Brigitte, queen of the underworld, if you're new here, sits on an altar. I think that's what they said. All right. I be calling it her perch. But I think they said altar. All right. Either way, that's what I'm getting here. I'm getting sitting on the altar, how we say sitting on the throne. How we say sitting on the throne, sitting on the altar. This is the spiritual throne. Okay, I like the spiritual throne. Sitting on the altar like you are the holy thing. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Bring it, ancestors. Okay, I'm glad you brought this up. Yeah, you are the holy thing. Okay, make a space in yourself for God. Make a church inside yourself. I like it. Oh, I like that. Okay, I mean, it's not that new of an idea, but I mean, when you put it like that, ancestors, you know what I'm saying? I like it. So, you feel me? Make a church inside yourself, and the church is what? It's your religion is what? Belief in God. That's your religion. Right. That's right. No matter what you do, keep it there and keep that same energy right there. Says God. Look like here. Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. You are the sacred space. And when you come around, you make sacred space. When you stand on ground, it's holy ground because you stood on it. Because you are the holy thing. Come on now. Because you be bringing God around with you. You see what I'm saying? Okay, absolutely. By accepting the good in your life. Just, I'm holy. Listen. Because God touched me. That's why. God chose me. God put his hand on me. Its hand on me. Whatever. Get off on your floor. That made me holy. Right? Abso-fucking-lutely. So, it's true. Says the ancestors. Yeah. It's really true. Keep energizing that, and that's exactly what you're going to get. A favorable outcome. Okay? That's exactly what's going to happen if you be still, accepting all the good in your life, and that you're a fucking delight, that you have a church in yourself. Be still. What you're going to do is you're going to find out that God is God, just like you thought. Just like you thought. Abso-fucking-lutely. That's what you're going to know. You're going to find that out if you don't know. All right? Absolutely. It's true. That's what they said. Look at here. Abundant future. Yeah. It's true. It's true. You thought you had an abundant future coming? Yeah. You thought it was going to be extraordinary. That's what you was leaning in that direction. You wasn't sure. You know? Sometimes it seems like that. Sometimes it don't. Right? Look here, like the ancestors said. No, you're picking up on it. You're picking up on it. Stay here. Right here. Unmoved in this card. That's what that card means. Unmoved. Absolutely. Letting things come, letting them go. Staying steady on what? The truth. The truth about what? That the sacred space is within. You are the holy thing. Bringing God around. So pay attention to all your blessings. Do you feel me? Because that's how you make them multiply and have favorable outcome. It's true. Abundant future. Bloodline legacy. So whatever the goal is, it's favorable outcome for the children of God. It's facts. Yeah. Use words to remove obstacles. That's right. That's right. Don't get hyped. That's what I get. Don't get hyped. Use words to remove obstacles. Yeah. I get the sensation that it's simple as that. Okay? Ace of Swords is giving me making it plain. Simple as that. You know what I mean? Just make the point. That's it. Fantastic. To yourself. That you have an abundant future and that this is how it works. It's how we do it here. That's right. That's right. You're seeing the matrix code behind the illusion. Exactly. That's how you do it. That's how you walk up the wall. Oh, you about to walk up the wall. I told you. Okay, listen. The ancestors was telling us, and then I told you. Hello? That you was going to be walking up walls. I was still down in Florida while I was saying this. This was like a couple of months ago. Like, not a couple. Like, maybe 6 months ago. Maybe earlier this year, I think. Would be fair to say. And they was talking about walking up the wall. And by the way, the pillars that we started building, those are about to wrap up, this spring, because we started last spring. It's the final and fourth pillar. Look how different the world is from last spring to this spring. Come on, y'all. Look at all the children of God coming out left and right, just yanking down the bullshit, right? Okay? Seeing the matrix go. Divine calling. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, yeah, okay. I see what I did there. Okay, y'all might have picked up on that already. Okay, I see what I did there. Okay, I kept going, right? I didn't put a new card over here because this was to clarify that. So look at how that incorporated itself, okay? Because I'm leaving it. I don't be going backwards. You get what I'm saying? Well, I try not to. All right, so divine calling. Look, sacred space, sanctuary, divine calling. Look at there. That's right. Okay. I get this is how it should be done. This style is identical to none. Okay, that's what I get here. Shout out to Rakim. Okay, absolutely. Shout out to Rakim because you're an example, and they're about to put you. I want to say spotlight, even though it doesn't have to be any particular idea of the spotlight, except that you will be exposed to others. And the others will primarily pick up this energy from you. Okay? So that doesn't have to be on no particular scale, but it's going to be more than usual. How about that? And that's going to be your primary purpose for being there in rooms with people. Your primary purpose is to demonstrate the sacred space, the sacred, the holy ground. Okay, that's what them pillars was for. To be able to establish holy ground so we could live here. So we could have some place that we could live on earth. Okay? Because they got space for all the fucked up people who's doing fucked up shit. There's plenty of space for them, right? But we could hardly fit ourselves in, right? Okay. So this is what I'm talking about. Okay? Absolutely. It's your job. That's what I'm saying. Ministerial duty. You see what I'm saying? Ministerial duty. To whom much is given, much is required. That's what I get there. That's what I get there. Your job is to accept the good in your life. You don't have permission not to. I mean, they're not leaning on that. They're not like telling you did a wrong thing or you was not, somehow doing this. But that's what I see. I see that you don't have permission. Like if you are a holy thing, okay, I'm saying holy thing right now. If you are that, then you don't have authority to not believe in yourself, or you don't have the authority to not believe in God. You don't, like, that doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, hello? You feel me? It's like in the Matrix how the plot and the special effects went together. Like it made sense that you was walking up the wall because of what the plot was of you bending your mind and that whole thing. It's that. It's the plot matching the special effects. That's what's happening here. With you accepting the good in your life and accepting that you are sacred space. God did indeed. It's true. God did. You are a child of God. This is a divine child being born. Whether that's your business ideas, your actual children, you are a divine child of someone. You know what I'm saying? And certainly of God. And it's true. You feel me? So when we're using words to remove obstacles, you have to understand that you have that authority and you need to walk in that authority. You need to sit in that authority. You need to be seated, well seated within the self. You have to be completely accepting that that is who you are. It's true. And you have to speak as if it is true. When you speak, you need to be speaking as a child of God. Okay, I got you. I got you, ancestors. I understand. Okay. So this is to answer to any of the natural, normal doubts that would fill a human mind. You know, the normal thing that you would like, checks and balances, like, well, I'm not that special. I don't think that's true anymore, you guys. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, stay humble out there, but at the same time, don't be naive. You know what I'm saying? And certainly don't be caught with your guard down, because your enemies know you a child of God. Hello? The forces of evil know you a child of God. So your best opportunity to get a favorable outcome is to accept the good in your life. Hello? And know that you're a fucking delight. You better know it. That's what I'm getting here. You better know it. Right. Right. This for the children of God. Let's continue on. All right, fantastic. Everybody can see? Can you see? Okay, cool. All right, fantastic. You better know it, y'all. All right. And I'm a know. Let me tell you how I'm a know, because you're going to start joining Patreon. That's why. Yeah, absolutely. That's right. That's how I'm a know that you really starting to accept the good in your life. And that you realize you're a fucking delight, because then you're going to start multiplying your favorable outcomes. Okay, I'm with it. I'm with it. Okay, absolutely. I'm signing off on that. Can you still see? No, you can't see that? Hold on. Bear with me, everyone. There we go. Let's do this. Excellent. All right. It's not a game, y'all. Oh, you know what? I'm thrilled to hear that. I'm thrilled. Oh, I'm sorry. Look, it's not a game. You know, this is playing, but it's not a game. It's serious. You could do something that isn't reversible. Do you feel me? Shit you gotta stand on. Do you feel me? Or sit in. You know, I get also making your bed and having to lay in it. I get that too. Do you feel me? And what I feel that means, the significance of that, I feel means that you are expected to act as a spiritual adult. You know how we look at ourselves as like new, or puny, or ignorant. I mean, listen, stay humble out there. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's game time. Hashtag bars, okay? No, but seriously, we don't have time for that sort of, confusion. You know what I'm saying? We don't have time for that sort of confusion. If the creator made something, I mean, it's perfectly acceptable to rejoice. If the creator made something, 9 times out of 10 is fly. I mean, 9 times out of 10, y'all. I mean, and the last one to make up the 10 is usually because we can't see how it's fly. Not that it's not fly. It just maybe it's not as obvious as the other stuff. But you know what I'm saying? Okay? So it's not a game. Don't take it light. Don't take your power light. Don't take the fact that you're a holy thing lightly. When you speak with that authority. It's your ministerial duty. Do you feel me? You have to bend the spoon. I mean, you're the one. And you are the ones. You know what I mean? So, I mean, if not you, then who? Is what I'm getting out of that. Right? Trust. Trust yourself. Trust the law. Trust that you understand how the law works, and then use it. Come on now. I'm with it, ancestors. I am with it. Abso-fucking-lutely. Because the issue is taking yourself seriously. And I mean, it's not to say that you don't, it's to say to increase the seriousness with which you take yourself. Okay? It is to turn it up, is the sensation that I'm getting here. Okay? And on another layer and another floor, it's turning up. It's true. It's true. And they're trying to tell you, using words to remove obstacles. Okay? When they use this word to remove obstacles, which they're doing, because we're doing some sort of mirror on mirror effect right now into infinity right now with the ancestors and us looking at each other in time, and I'm recording this now and you're listening to it in the future, and it's happening in waves, and it's all the laws, it's all the quantum field laws. It's ever now. You feel me? And then the bigger moment where this is happening over several days, within the month, that sort of thing. Okay? It's the Baktunage on that thing. So you can trust this abundant future. Act like you about to have an abundant future. Act like it's going to turn up. Act like that. Start planning. This is what I get from that. Okay? Start planning. And in order to do that, another thing that I'm getting is an overwhelming influx of electricity, an overwhelming influx of power coming into your life on a scale that could overwhelm you, right? I think they've mentioned that before recently in a couple of readings ago. And that's another reason why you have to be still, because think about it. There's always something to be worried about. I mean, look around the world. Mostly everyone's miserable. I mean, generally speaking, right? Everybody, right? And I'm generally, right? We're not feeling, as an entire human race, we are not feeling as chipper and as cheerful as we would like to feel, right? On a spectrum from mild to cataclysmic, and that goes for everybody, right? Okay, cool. Even rich people, doesn't matter, right? So, okay, cool. This is lifting the frequency right now. Okay? This is lifting the frequency. And so as these changes occur, and, they busting out Neuralink, New York is putting cameras everywhere, they are charging people to go into Manhattan every day. And they're thinking about charging them to leave. People. New York is a ghost town, y'all. It's deep. It's deep, y'all. Okay? And so my point is, we're going to see lots and lots of that. Look at everything that's happening, y'all, all over the world. Okay? So we'll get to that in the spiritual world news. But my point being, this is our base. Boom. Sacred space, sanctuary. Church within. Temple within. Holy thing, holy ground, holy person. Right, you better know it. Okay, you better know it. Yeah. And so with that influx of power, getting back to the influx of power, that stillness is going to save your life. Quite literally. Quite literally. That's why it's not a game. That's why it's very important that you understand what's being told to you. These words that's being said to you. Okay? So I'm trying to make it plain. I'm trying not to get too carried away with my dynamic personality. Okay? I don't want to distract you. All right. Sorry. I don't want to distract you from the major point, which is that this law, you do understand how the law works. Freely use it is what I'm seeing here. You are fully expected to use it. Get ready for what's going to happen when you use it. I'm getting all that. To whom much is given, much is required. And you're expected to set a good example as well for the other humans. Okay? Absolutely. So, let us go on. Mercy and grace, a safe passage. Because it's not always going to look promising. You have to understand yourself. You have to understand the way the law works and the way the Creator works. And you have to work it. And you got to make it work. You can't wait for it to work. You can't call somebody to make it work. You can't wait for, you got to get in there and handle your BI, your spiritual business up in these spiritual streets. Do you feel me? Okay? And when we say making it happen, we're talking about accepting the good in your life and knowing that you're a fucking delight. So that's not to say any particular task or activity. That is to say, whenever you approach your goals, whenever you approach this abundant future, whenever you approach the idea of the favorable outcome, you approach it knowing and accepting that the outcome is going to be favorable. Because you know the law. Because you've already been touched. You have a ministerial duty. You have a divine calling. Of course you're going to have the mercy and grace of safe passage. Of course you're insulated and protected. Of course you are. You're holy ground. Do you feel me? Oh, absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. You are holy ground. It's true. It's true. All right? And don't play. Don't play with it. Understand, you about to move forth. Okay, let's get back to that other layer, the about to layer. Okay, you are about to move forth in a way in this new time. All right, in this new world where you have authority, so you have to be careful where you're pointing that thing. Is what I get here. You're going to have divine level authority to, through the word, call things into being. All right, so get your ass on that note over to Patreon and call your ass into being over at Patreon. All right, listen, I'm gonna leave it there for the public space, people. Let us proceed into the VIP section for those of you who are following us to Patreon. Listen, YouTube people, if you need a personal, my information is down below. All right, check that out. Go get yourself something in the boutique. All right, if you're just simply not going to Patreon, but it has nothing to do with the money. All right, absolutely. Then go get yourself something cute over there at the boutique. Listen, pick up a copy of Discriminating Wisdom over at Amazon, because those are the instructions. Or keep those around, hand them bitches to people, okay? Like it says here on page 12, motherfucker. Obviously, and common sense would tell you, you know what I'm saying? Boom, pick yourself up a copy at Amazon. That link is down below. And listen, I'm gonna see you again here soon behind the black veil.